At my daughter's wedding, I gave her 15 rules my mother taught me. When her jealous sister tried to ruin her marriage, those rules saved everything. The moment I stood at my daughter Elena's wedding reception and watched my other daughter Monica glaring at her sister with undisguised hatred, I knew trouble was coming. But what I didn't know was that over the next 2 years, Monica would launch a calculated campaign to destroy Elena's marriage, trying to seduce her brother-in-law, spreading lies about her sister, and doing everything possible to make Elena's husband leave her. The only thing that saved Elena's marriage were the 15 principles my own mother had taught me 50 years ago, principles I'd passed down to Elena on her wedding day. Those ancient rules of wisdom became the shield that protected my daughter's happiness when her own sister became her enemy. My name is Dorothy Martinez, and I'm 68 years old. I have 2 daughters, Elena, who is 32, and Monica, who is 29. For most of their childhood, my girls were close, or so I thought. But there was always an undercurrent of competition from Monica, a resentment that seemed to grow stronger as they got older. Elena was my responsible daughter, studied hard, got scholarships, built a successful career as a nurse practitioner. She was kind, humble, and never boasted about her achievements. Monica was different. She wanted attention, validation, and struggled when she wasn't the center of everyone's focus. She dropped out of college twice, went through jobs quickly, and always seemed to be chasing some get-rich-quick scheme instead of building something stable. When Elena met James 3 years ago, I watched my daughter fall in love with a good man, hardworking, respectful, devoted to her. James was a civil engineer with a stable career, and he treated Elena like she was the most precious thing in his world. Monica's reaction to their relationship was telling. Instead of being happy for her sister, she became critical and jealous. "James isn't that great," Monica would say to me privately. "Elena acts like she won the lottery, but he's just average. I could find someone way better than him." "It's not about finding someone better," I told Monica. "It's about finding someone who loves you and treats you right. Elena is happy. That's what matters." But Monica couldn't accept her sister's happiness. When James proposed after 2 years of dating, Monica's jealousy reached new heights. She made comments about the ring being too small, about the proposal not being romantic enough, about how if it were her, she'd expect something more impressive. I pulled Monica aside during the engagement party. "Your sister is happy. Why can't you just be happy for her?" "I am happy for her," Monica lied, unable to meet my eyes. "I just think she's settling, that's all." Elena's wedding was beautiful, a simple but elegant ceremony with close family and friends. During the reception, as is tradition in our family, I took Elena aside for a private moment to give her the wisdom my own mother had given me on my wedding day 50 years ago. "Mija," I said, holding my daughter's hands, "I want to share with you the 15 principles my mother taught me before I married your father. These rules kept our marriage strong for 43 years until he passed away. If you follow them, they'll protect your marriage through whatever storms come." Elena listened carefully as I shared each principle, and I could see her taking them to heart. 1. Never speak badly about your husband to others, especially family. Whatever problems you have, work them out privately between you two. The moment you complain about him to others, you invite them into your marriage and give them permission to disrespect him. 2. Keep your marriage bed sacred. Physical intimacy is the glue that keeps you connected when words fail. Never withhold affection as punishment or let too much time pass without that closeness. 3. Eat dinner together as often as possible. The dinner table is where you share your days, your worries, your joys. It's where you stay connected in the midst of busy lives. 4. Never go to bed angry. Talk it out, even if it takes until 3 in the morning. Don't let resentment build up overnight and poison your next day. 5. Protect your marriage from outside interference. Not your parents, not your friends, not your siblings. No one gets to tell you how to run your marriage. You two are the only ones who matter. 6. Show him respect, especially in public. Never embarrass him or make him feel small in front of others. A man who feels respected at home will move mountains for his wife. 7. Take care of yourself for yourself and for him. Asterisk, asterisk, don't let marriage make you stop caring about your appearance or your health. You matter, and keeping yourself up shows you still value the attraction between you. 8. Don't keep score. Asterisk, asterisk, marriage isn't 50-50, it's 100-100. Sometimes you give more, sometimes he gives more. Don't count who did what, or you'll build resentment. 9. Make your home his peaceful refuge. Asterisk, asterisk, the world is hard enough. Your home should be where he can relax, be himself, and feel safe. Don't fill it with drama and complaints the moment he walks in. 10. Support his dreams even when you don't fully understand them. Asterisk, asterisk, be his cheerleader, his encourager, the one who believes in him when he doubts himself. 11. Handle money together with honesty and respect. Asterisk, asterisk, financial secrets destroy marriages. Budget together. Decide together. Be transparent about spending. 12. Keep your mother-in-law at a respectful distance, but treat her with kindness. Asterisk, asterisk, she's his mother, and how you treat her affects how he feels about you. But don't let her run your household. 13. Forgive quickly and completely. Asterisk, asterisk, you'll both make mistakes. Forgive like you want to be forgiven, and don't bring up old hurts during new arguments. 14. Pray together or share quiet moments of gratitude. Asterisk, asterisk, spiritual connection or shared values keep you grounded when everything else is chaotic. 15. Remember that marriage is a choice you make every single day. Asterisk, asterisk, love is a verb, not just a feeling. Choose him every day, even on days when you don't feel like it, and ask him to do the same. Elena hugged me with tears in her eyes. Thank you, Mama. I'll remember these. I promise. What I didn't know was that Monica had been standing nearby, listening to everything. And instead of taking the wisdom to heart for her own future, she was making plans to test whether those principles would really protect Elena's marriage. The trouble started small, about 6 months after the wedding. Monica began showing up at Elena and James's house unannounced, always when she knew Elena was at work and James was home. I was just in the neighborhood, Monica would say, dressed inappropriately for a sister-in-law visit, low-cut tops, tight clothes, full makeup. She'd ask James to help her with things, fixing her car, looking at her laptop, moving furniture. Always finding excuses to be alone with him, to touch his arm, to stand too close. James, being a good man, tried to help his sister-in-law while maintaining appropriate boundaries. But Monica was persistent and calculating. She started making comments to James about Elena. My sister is so boring now that she's married. She used to be more fun. Don't you miss doing exciting things? James would defend Elena, but Monica planted seeds of doubt wherever she could. The situation escalated when Monica started posting on social media photos of herself and James together from these chance encounters, cropped and captioned to suggest something more intimate than reality. Spending time with my favorite brother-in-law, Red Heart, with a photo of them in his garage while he worked on her car, but cropped to look like they were alone together somewhere more intimate. Elena noticed and confronted Monica. Why are you posting pictures with my husband like that? It looks inappropriate. Oh my God, Elena, you're so insecure, Monica responded. He's my brother-in-law. We're family. I can't even post a picture without you getting jealous? Maybe you should work on your trust issues. This was Monica's strategy, do inappropriate things, then make Elena look crazy for objecting. But Elena remembered principle number 1, never speak badly about your husband to others, especially family. Instead of complaining about James to Monica or to me, Elena talked directly to James about her concerns. I know Monica is your sister-in-law, but some of her behavior makes me uncomfortable, Elena told James calmly. I'm not accusing you of anything, but I want us to set boundaries together. James, feeling respected rather than attacked, immediately agreed. You're right. Some of the things Monica does make me uncomfortable too. What boundaries do you want to set? Together, they agreed. No more visits when Elena wasn't home. No more helping Monica with projects alone. No more private conversations. All interactions would be with both of them present or in public settings. When Monica realized her access to James had been cut off, she escalated her tactics. She started spreading rumors in the family that James was controlling, that he was isolating Elena, that the marriage was troubled. She told me, "Mom, I'm worried about Elena. James doesn't let her do anything without him anymore. He's changed. I think he might be abusive." But I knew my daughter, and I knew the principles I taught her. I called Elena directly. "Your sister is saying concerning things about James. Tell me the truth. Is everything okay?" Elena explained the whole situation. Monica's inappropriate behavior, the boundaries they'd set, and Monica's retaliation through false rumors. "We're fine, Mama. Actually, we're stronger than ever because we're handling this together. Remember what you taught me. Protect our marriage from outside interference? That's what we're doing." I was proud of Elena for following principle number 5, and I was furious with Monica for trying to destroy her sister's marriage. I confronted Monica directly. "I know what you're doing. Trying to come between your sister and her husband, spreading lies, behaving inappropriately. This stops now." "I don't know what you're talking about," Monica said defensively. "I'm just concerned about Elena." "No, you're jealous of Elena. You've been jealous since she met James. But you need to understand something. Those principles I taught Elena on her wedding day, they're protecting her marriage from you. Every trick you try, every lie you tell, it only makes them stronger because they're following rules that have worked for generations." Monica's campaign continued for another year and a half, but Elena and James weathered every attack by following the principles. When Monica tried to cause fights between them by telling James that Elena complained about him, principle number 1 violation Monica hoped would work, James knew it was a lie because Elena never badmouthed him to anyone. When Monica tried to suggest to Elena that James might be cheating because he was distant to lie, Elena and James talked it out immediately, principle number 4, and James explained he'd been stressed at work but hadn't wanted to burden Elena. When Monica tried to turn me and other family members against James by painting him as controlling, Elena and I remembered principle number 5, protecting the marriage from outside interference, and I refused to let Monica use me as a weapon against my daughter's marriage. When Monica showed up at their house during one of their dinner times, trying to interrupt and cause problems, they remembered principle number 3 and refused to let her disrupt their sacred dinner together. They politely but firmly told her to leave. The final confrontation came at a family gathering about 2 years after Elena's wedding. Monica had been drinking and her jealousy erupted in front of everyone. "You all think Elena is so perfect with her perfect marriage and her perfect husband," Monica said bitterly. "But I could have had James if I wanted him. He's not that special. Elena just got lucky." The room went silent. James, sitting next to Elena, took her hand and spoke calmly. "Monica, I need you to hear this clearly. I love Elena.
I chose Elena.
I will always choose Elena. Whatever fantasy you've built in your head, it's not real. You're not welcome in our home anymore until you get help and learn to respect our marriage." Elena, following principle number 6 about showing respect publicly, squeezed James's hand supportively and added, "Monica, you're my sister, and I love you. But you've spent 2 years trying to destroy my marriage instead of being happy for me. Until you can truly be happy for us, we need space." Monica left in tears, but something in her seemed to break. She hit rock bottom and eventually got therapy. It took another year, but she finally started dealing with her jealousy and insecurity issues. Today, 3 years after Elena's wedding, my daughters are slowly rebuilding their relationship. Monica has apologized genuinely for her behavior, and while trust is still being rebuilt, there's hope for healing. Elena and James are stronger than ever. They've weathered a storm that would have destroyed many marriages, betrayal from family, lies, manipulation, and sustained attacks on their relationship. But the 15 principles that my mother taught me, that I taught Elena, created a foundation so strong that nothing Monica did could crack it. When Elena and James celebrated their 3rd anniversary last month, Elena called me. "Mama, remember those 15 principles you gave me at my wedding?" "Of course, Mija. I want to write them down, frame them, and put them in our bedroom. Those rules saved our marriage. When Monica was doing everything she could to tear us apart, those principles kept us together. Every single one of them mattered." That's why they've been passed down through generations, I told her. They work because they're built on wisdom that doesn't change: respect, communication, protection of your sacred bond, choosing love every day. Today I'm 68 years old, and I've watched my daughter's marriage survive a test that many wouldn't pass. Not because Elena and James are perfect, but because they followed time-tested principles that protected them when family became the enemy. The saddest part of the story is that Monica wasted 2 years of her life trying to destroy something beautiful instead of building something beautiful for herself. She hurt her sister, damaged family relationships, and nearly lost everyone's trust and love. But the most important part of this story is that wisdom passed down through generations, from my mother to me to my daughter, proved stronger than jealousy, manipulation, and betrayal. Those 15 principles weren't just rules. They were armor. And when Monica launched her campaign to ruin Elena's marriage, every principle served its purpose. Never speaking badly about James meant Monica's lies fell flat because Elena had never given anyone ammunition to use against him. Eating dinner together meant they had daily connection time that Monica couldn't interrupt. Not going to bed angry meant small problems never became big ones that Monica could exploit. Protecting their marriage from outside interference meant they recognized Monica's attacks for what they were and stood together against them. Showing respect publicly meant James felt valued and supported, not attacked and defensive. All 15 principles worked together like a fortress wall, keeping out the enemy and keeping the marriage safe inside. When I gave Elena those rules at her wedding, I never imagined she'd need them to defend against her own sister. But I'm grateful my mother was wise enough to teach them to me, and I was wise enough to pass them down. Because sometimes the people who try hardest to destroy your marriage are the ones who should be celebrating it with you. And sometimes the only thing standing between a happy marriage and a destroyed one are principles tested by time, proven by generations, and followed faithfully when everything is falling apart. Elena's marriage survived because she chose to follow wisdom instead of feelings, because she valued guidance from generations before her, and because she and James made their marriage the priority over everything else, including a jealous sister who wanted what she had. And Monica? She finally learned the hard way that you can't destroy something built on a solid foundation, no matter how hard you try. The 15 principles were stronger than 2 years of attacks. Wisdom was stronger than jealousy. And a marriage protected by time-tested rules was stronger than family betrayal. Sometimes the best inheritance a mother can give her daughter isn't money or property. It's wisdom that will protect her when storms come, especially storms caused by the people who should love her most.